welcome to Pointed Logic Tarot. Today, oh, my candle's not in frame. There you go. Today we're going to fill out the envelopes for this year's Wheel of the Year check-in like I did last year. If you want to learn more about the process and the questions I use, go back and watch my recap of this past year's video. I think that's like 2 videos ago right now, or maybe 3. And this one, I wanted to talk about the new decks that I'm going to use this time around. I've got fresh envelopes, and I think I might not put a date on these envelopes so that I can use them over and over. We'll see. And I'm going to try out my paint pens, which I've only been using as deck mods right for now, and I want to give them a try on this. It's kind of thin paper to be doing that on, but I have a little just piece of scrap paper to help protect things while I do this. I am doing 3 decks again like I did this past year. This is the tarot deck I've chosen. This is the Gentle Tarot. Keep in mind, if you do an activity like this, these decks are then out of commission because your cards are in an envelope for potentially, 12 or 10 months or so. Since I do mine in January and I open the last one in December, it's 12 months for me. But I only do 8 envelopes because I do 1 for each Sabbath. I'm choosing the Gentle Tarot because I'm a spoiled child and have more than 1 copy. This is my first edition, first printing copy, and that way, if I want to use the Gentle Tarot, I have another version of it to pull out. I'm also using 2 Oracle decks, and these ones will indeed be out of commission for the duration of this activity this year. One is the Great Lakes Oracle, and it's specifically because I want to get to know it better, and I feel like this will be a good way to deep dive on 8 cards out of it. It's beautiful artwork. I resonate and relate a lot to the imagery because this is the region I'm from, but it doesn't have any keywords, and because it's a kind of hard to find indie deck, I don't want to risk it and write keywords on it like I have done with some other decks. So I'm going to use this practice to dig into it more. This is on my list of decks I want to do more with, and so that's what I'm going to try. This one is the Flower Medicine Healing Oracle. Wait, hold on. Let me go not tell you the wrong name. It's just called the Flower Medicine Oracle deck. Last time I used the Creative Consciousness Healing Oracle, and this year, rather than what to focus on healing, I'll be asking the question what medicine do I need, because it's the Flower Medicine Oracle. So that'll be kind of fun to expand and explore on. This will be sort of theme for the season. And this one, last year I used the Spread Crafter's Change Oracle, which was my challenge. This one I'll be more what do I need to address / focus on, because they are a little bit broader. So it's not I need to focus on the Northern Lights. I need to focus on the themes of this card. And it has a good guidebook, so I'll expand on that and journal on the keywords that are written in the book and the themes there. And the other thing I like about this deck is there are cards like Sea Lamprey and other more challenging themes. It's a very well balanced oracle, either with neutral topics, positive topics, or negative topics, or trending, positive and negative. So I really like that about it and think that it will be a good one for this activity. So yeah, I was just gonna put on some background music and you can join me while I decorate and then shuffle and put cards in each of these envelopes. So there'll be 1 card. Maybe I should do more than 1. I think I'm just gonna do 1 tarot, 1 oracle of this, and 1 oracle of that. So 3 cards, just like I did last year. So let's set these aside and get started on the decorating part. Alright, if any of y'all were artists, it was probably excruciating to watch me doodle on these envelopes. That's meant to be a badger, by the way. So now we get to the fun part where we've got our envelopes and we shuffle up the cards and put them in there, and then don't open until the appropriate time of year. So I think we'll start with the tarot deck. And I'm assuming this is probably not your first video of mine or tarot tube video, but I'll show the decks real quick, just a little bit. This is the Gentle Tarot by Madi in the Sky. It's my all-time favorite tarot deck. It's stunning. It always hits. It fits in every season. It's just my favorite. It's just the best. Okay. So we'll shuffle this up. This is the very thick, very sturdy first edition. So I'm going to split it to shuffle it. It does overhand really nice, but it's kind of stiff to riffle, at least for my small hands. Oh, hello. Get in there. Themes for the seasons. Lots of jumpy friends today. Okay. Then we'll shuffle up the Flower Medicine Oracle. This one is a wide sucker, but it does shuffle well sideways. I think I picked all unwieldy decks for this particular practice this year. But that's okay, because when I get to the actual readings, I will use a different tarot deck to use the way anchor spread on whatever the theme is based on the Gentle Tarot card. So, and then finally, oops, I need to cut this. We'll shuffle this one. This one is like impossible to shuffle, so I'm just gonna waterfall it. I'm excited to use this one this year. Let's see how it works for this activity. I think there's only 42 cards in this deck. I'll have to go look. It's kind of small for an oracle, and not by card size. Small card number. Okay. All right. Now we do each one. And just for like an example, I'm sure you saw the epic struggle it was for me to try and use these paint pens. Some of them were like, yes, here, have some paint. And some of them were like, no. So this is the bleed through. It was actually really not bad. There was only a couple spots where it bled through on the little protective paper. No, wait, I want this one last. this one in the middle, and this one on top. All right, are we honest? Are we going to be reusing these envelopes, or will I just make new ones again? I think I'm gonna just seal them and make new ones next year. They're not that pretty. Pretty enough to keep anyway. All right, so here's the first one. And they're dry, so there's no danger to the cards. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you would do a practice like this. As I've mentioned in the last couple of videos I did about these, this is inspired by a video made by Lisa Popez, which was inspired by a video made by April. Oh, I'm not remembering April's channel name. I'll link it. This is meant to be a fritillary. Please don't hate me. Ugh. Is this one dry? Yeah, it's dry. The sun was the gooeyest of all in the paint. Apologies if you can hear my dog snoring in the background. I keep checking, like, to make sure the paint is dry. I don't want to hurt the cards. So far, so good. The last one, you will might not totally be dry. We'll see. I will say, with all of the different deck mod or activities I've done with these paint pens. Oops, almost forgot the last card. I was able to get it off. Any kind of mistakes I made, I was able to get off with isopropyl alcohol. So if I did get a little paint on a card, I'm thinking I could probably get it off. Let's check this one. Yeah, also dry. Okay. As long as it has enough of a sheen or glossy coating on it, I think. Which the decks I've modded, are there 3? I think there's, not counting edging, I think there's 3. Some I haven't featured on here yet, and I need to. They were mostly glossy-ish. Yeah, this also seems dry. All right. Here we go. All envelopes stuffed. Oops. And then I'll put these decks on my shelf in their box. I put the boxes upside down so I know not to use them, I think. I did that once last year where I got out a deck without thinking and was shuffling it. And it's not like the end of the world. You could use the deck without the cards, but then you also know what cards are not in your envelopes, you know? So yeah, here are my 2025 Wheel of the Year Tarot envelopes. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me while I set this up for the year, and probably we'll do a wrap up at the end of the year. I don't know. Feel free to say in the comments if you want a mid-year check-in or you want to watch me open one of these in the middle of the year. But yeah, I hope you have a happy new year. Thanks so much for watching, and take care.